I'm good.
Good, good. I can't wait to hear. Can't wait.
Yes.
Hey, Leanne. Hey, Cindy.
Hey,
Hi there.
how are y'all?
Good.
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm gonna clean up a few more things in my kitchen, then I'm gonna go out for my walk.
Hey, come to your house and clean.
Haha.
Yeah, walk over to Shannon Ridge. You can start at my house, carry on to Diane's.
I don't like cleaning.
Oh, I hate cleaning. I really do.
Yeah, me too. Yay. Well, let's get started. So, who wants to go first? Cheryl, you're unmuted. You go first.
Am I unmuted? Okay.
Yes.
So, because I'm silly, you know, just who I am, I have a countdown.
Yay.
Remember, we've done this.
Yes. Yes. Man, you went through lots of work.
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
And we ended up at 6. Yes. Yes.
Good job, girl. Man, that's awesome.
That was pretty exciting.
Yes, great job. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
So it was pretty awesome.
Yes, were you surprised?
I really was, because it was just so easy.
Yeah.
I mean, it was almost effortless.
Good.
And I think, like I've said all along, and I really think it's the Ningxia. It's being able to do the intermittent fasting without getting sick.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, we, for the most part, we eat good. I mean, there's some times that we, you know, we'll pick up dinner or something, but for the most part, we do pretty well. I mean, we're not really, we don't have a lot of bad habits. But, you know, luckily we all very much enjoy salads. And so that's what we normally do. And so it's the water. I know it's the water. It's the detoxing, you know, that you talked about. And so, yeah, so it happened.
Yay. Like,
Yes.
your cells in your body are doing a happy dance right now. You know,
Yeah.
like they're
Video that I
coming
watched
alive.
yesterday.
Yes. Like in
Yes.
that video that I had showed y'all with from that doctor from, I don't remember where he's from, the medical doctor. Anyway,
Yes.
in that video of the cells and how they change so much after drinking Ningxia Red.
And just so quickly. I
And-
mean, like they recover so quickly.
Yes.
That's pretty amazing.
Yes, and they're doing what they're supposed to do. And that white blood cell, you know, moving around like an amoeba. And it's like, wow, yeah, our cells are alive. Yes.
Yes. So yeah, I mean, great. I mean, big time wins. I mean, to think that I've lost 6 pounds in 10 days. I mean, that's a pretty good amount. You know, I don't think I've gained 6 pounds in 10 days before, but maybe I have, I don't know. But, you know, to be able to lose that and then, you know, to be able to stick to the water, not to have the caffeine, you know, is huge. You know, I was busy at work today, so I didn't, excuse me, get to read anything until this evening, you know, and just reading everyone's story and talking about the energy levels. And I think you're the one who said that you sleep so hard. I'm like, yes, I sleep so hard and I wake up and I'm ready to get up. I don't want to I don't want to stay in bed and go back to sleep. I'm ready to get up and go.
Oh my gosh. It's so, wow.
Yeah. So thank you, Diane.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm, like I told y'all yesterday, I think, like I really thought about, you know, what to be able to offer our team.
Yes.
I prayed about it. I thought about it. I did tons of research. I mean, there's so many different things that I could have offered, but I was like, you know, the lady that I learned this from, she lost 60 pounds from doing this. Not in 10 days, but she kept it up. And I'm like, like there's something to that.
Yeah, definitely. So good deals. Yeah. And so like this weekend, I'm going to go visit with my girlfriend in George West. And I know that it's not going to be what I've been doing for the last 10 days, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'm already thinking about it. I'm already making plans. You know, I'm preparing myself for that versus I would just go and say, okay, this is done. Let me go on, move on to my next, you know, my next life.
Yeah.
But I already, you know, I'm preparing myself for the weekend, you know, to be able to enjoy our time together. And, you know, it definitely will include meals. She's already told me what the menu is for the weekend, you know, but I'm just looking forward to being able to do that and be okay with it.
Yes.
Be okay with it. It's okay.
It's okay. We have to live. Y'all
Yes.
seen me before with the margarita? Leanne, that's my beverage of choice. I need one of those right now. Dang it. So yeah, good, good. Oh, I'm so proud of you, Cheryl. So,
Thank you.
so proud.
But this whole team is just, it's been great. I mean, I've really enjoyed it. And I'm so glad that we're going to still meet once a week. You know, I think that that's going to be a big help to continue, you know, because there's really three things that I've missed in the past with different programs that I've been on. You know, it's the support, you know, it's number one, being able to kick the habits and live through that, because it's hard. You know, I truly believe that sugar is an addiction, like, you know, illegal drugs. I truly believe it. I mean, I have experienced that, and it's not a big deal for me. You know, and I truly believe that it's the Nisha that got me through it.
Yay!
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So good.
girl, you're on fire! Fire!
Yes.
You need to just drop the mic right now and be done. Peace out. That's so awesome. Great, great job. Keep it up. Keep it up. We're all here for each other. That's my intention. Yay,
So,
good.
yes. And look at Leanne. She's out on the streets already.
Look at Leanne. All right, Leanne, do you want to go next?
I was trying to mute myself and start my timer and all that stuff. So
You want Cindy to go? Cindy can go.
Yeah, let Cindy go, and then I'll get walking, and then.
Okay, that sounds good. Cindy, are you there?
I was in the middle of eating. Let me just take my last swallow.
Sorry about that.
You're good. I had my last swallow. I'm good.
So how are you doing, Cindy?
Good, good. Before I start with me, I would just wanted to make sure. I know somebody had mentioned, and was it Cheryl that mentioned at the beginning having problems like with her knees?
It may have been Anna.
Oh, Anna. Oh, okay. Well, I guess
we also talked about, you know, having some pain in her joints and stuff.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. The only reason I'm asking is because I know I mentioned to Diane with my mom, she's got issues with her knees and inflammation, and I'm trying to get her on this drink. But of course, when I asked her doctors, of course, they said, oh, no, you can't, because she's got underlying health conditions. And so, but you know what it is. It's a money making, you know, the pharmacies and all that. Because I know she's on cholesterol and blood pressure medicine. And of course, she only has one kidney, so I don't know if that makes a difference. I did reach out to my siblings and kind of told them to look into this drink, and if they want to research themselves, because I do want to try, like we talked about, Diane, at least 1 ounce, you know, to try, because her, kind of like what Cheryl said, it's the sweet craving, and it's like an addiction to her. I mean, like a drug addiction, and we're trying to get her off of that because it's put a toll on her health, you know, and her weight, and of course her movement. And right now it's like, what can we do to help her, you know? And right off the back, I'm thinking this, you know, but of course, like I said, when we call the doctors, they're telling us the opposite. No, you don't want to give her anything, you know? And so hopefully, yeah, we're going to try it out. But yeah, I couldn't remember at one of our meetings, someone had said something, but I didn't know who it was.
Yeah,
You know?
it was probably Anna that was talking about that. Because she does have a lot of joint issues. And like I had mentioned to you before, Cindy, just let her taste it. See if she likes the taste. Ningxia's not going to harm her at all. The only thing when people have kidney issues or thyroid issues, they can still do this, but they are able to have more carbs than what I normally talk about. And that's it. Like, that's the only difference. The Ningxia can stay the same, everything can stay the same, but to increase carbs a little bit. So anyway, but I mean,
Okay, so
go ahead.
no, go ahead and finish what you were gonna say.
I don't remember. I don't know. Nothing important.
Cindy, I'll share with you is about 3 years ago, I had a lesion on one of my thyroid and I had to have it removed. I mean, I only have half a thyroid now. And so I'm on thyroid medicine every day because I'm only working with half. And I did not feel anything different. I mean, in a negative manner. I mean, everything was positive. I mean, obviously, you know, your mother, I'm assuming is older than me. I'm 53, 54. And, but I didn't feel anything different. You know, I didn't feel, cause I think thyroid, when it's a deficiency, I mean, there's, you know, you don't have a lot of energy and you just don't have a lot of the stuff that comes through your thyroid. And I didn't experience anything like that. And like I said, I take thyroid medicine every day because mine was, you know, half of it was removed. So I'm not saying that that's, you know, the right thing for your mom, but, you know, like Diane said, I mean, it's natural stuff. It's not, you know, like chemically based, and, you know, if anything, it's going to clean her gut. You know,
and help with those sugar cravings too.
Yes, that's her main problem, the sugar cravings. As much as like no one can be there 24/7, the minute we're gone and like my brother shows up, he finds stuff hidden here, hidden there, and like, where did you get this? And of course she's learned to order delivery, you know, because we don't buy for her when we go to the groceries. And I mean, he's had this conversation with her mom, you're like a drug addict. I mean, and that's what it is, sugar. And like you mentioned the other day about the sugar, you know, on how it has an effect. And like, what we're trying to help you, we're trying to get you back, but you're not help, you know. And I know it's hard. It's, you know, just like a bad habit, and trying to find something that's going to help her, because that's her weakness. And of course, unfortunately, with all this lockdown, you know, she's kind of been confined, but at the same time, it's taken a toll more on her weight and her mobility. And you know, right now we're at a point where, I mean, yeah, she's getting physical therapy and all that, but like, we need help with that addiction, you know?
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. I would suggest to have her try some, you know, see how she likes it, but have her try it when it's cold, Cindy, okay? Because it's just so much better when it's cold. And, or leave a packet for her and tell her, hey, Mom, next time you have that sugar craving, you know, reach for this instead, or put it in the freezer. Cheryl and I love it frozen like that. Like, it is delicious. Like, yeah, it's yummy. It's like a slushy. And I think I only put it in there for 25 minutes or 30. I don't know. Cheryl, how much do you put yours in the freezer?
I don't even know. I just like stick it in the freezer, and then when I'm ready for it, I just go get it. And if it's frosty, I just leave it on the counter for a little bit, and it, you know, starts to melt down and it can become slushy, and it's fabulous. It's really, really good.
It's yummy like that. Or like Clara, she's 8 years old, and she'll completely freeze it and then cut off the top and push it up like a popsicle. That's what she does. So whatever, to each their own. But but yeah, that's what I would do.
Okay.
Try it for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So now getting back on the topic, back to.
So how are you doing? How are you doing?
Good. I mean, I waited all the way to the end. I was, you know, kind of one of those tempted, but no, I didn't. I said, no, I'm going to stick to the end. And yeah, it was 6 pounds.
What?
Right.
Cool. Awesome.
So I'm like, okay, I started. I'm not stopping because I've got a goal that I want to meet.
Yes. Good. Yes.
And I found myself at the store this morning. I went right when they opened, and me and my son went, and we were looking at all the healthy food.
Yeah. It's a different mindset completely.
Yeah. And then when he pulls stuff, let me look at the label. Let me see the carbs. Let me see the sugar.
Yes. Good job. Wow. Look at y'all. Yeah.
So it's almost like, we're trying to, like, we started this and I want to continue it,
Yes.
And unfortunately, my husband's still out of town to work till next week, so we won't be able to see his results.
That's okay. That's okay. I wonder if he has a scale somewhere nearby so he can weigh himself.
I don't know. Well, when he stays out of town, he has to stay, I guess, whatever hotel they have for them or whatever.
Yeah.
So they probably don't, All I know is he took all his packs for the week and counted them all and make sure he had them all on the road.
Wow, yay! That's so encouraging.
But I know like I said, the one day he missed it, he was like, oh, I felt the difference. I felt my energy level. He said the guys at work, because he works, in the heat, all day. So he's like, the guys are like, how can you do it? We're tired. We can't even. And here he is with all this energy,
Oh my gosh. I love having the husbands on board, like I love having them push you or he pushes me. So I don't know, earlier today we were jogging and he was like, I was struggling because last night I got off, like, I don't know how many Zooms I had yesterday. Anyway, I was just done by the end of after y'all's Zoom. So I went and took a shower and he was like, did you go work out? I said, no. So I could feel it today when I went jogging earlier. I was like, oh, just the lack of energy. And he pushed my back to make me go more. I was like, oh my gosh, my thighs are burning and stuff. So anyway, but I love having them with us on this journey for sure. Yeah. Yay. Cindy, that is so awesome. So what other feelings are you having right now besides losing the 6 pounds? Any other testimonies or feelings that you're having?
Well, I mean, of course, like pretty much like everybody said, the sleep, the cravings, because I would tell my son, especially, not that it's that bad, but every once in a while I'd be like, I feel like having a cupcake, or let's try this cupcake. Well, let's try that one too. Yeah. So, I mean, completely gone away, Yes. But yeah, the energy, I'm up at the crack of dawn. I'm like, I don't get up this early. Why am I up at 6 o'clock, 5:30, Of course, in the morning, that's when I do my walk. I normally do about 45 minutes to an hour, so that's like when I start. And I kind of do like you, Diane. That's my praying time when I'm walking, meditating and, just get the day started.
Yes. Cindy, you're killing it.
Well, I'm ready. I told you I'm ready for the next one. Next two. That's why I asked you, can we do them both?
Yes, you can do them both. You can do both. You can do the 10-step reset on August 10th, and you can do the Great Gut and Immunity one on August the 1st. So, yeah, I'll talk about that in a second. Great job, Cindy. Yeah. Woo! All right. All right, Leanne, unmute yourself, pretty lady. Hey. All right, so tell us.
So I don't want to talk about myself. I want to talk about my husband first.
Yes.
I am so stinking proud of him. I really am. I knew he had lost weight because I could see it in him, but I just wasn't quite sure how much. But he pulled off 15 pounds.
Ah.
So I am like so proud of him, and he really did a good job of sticking with it and drinking the Nisha with me. And he knew I was going to be checking in with him around midday because he always eats out for lunch. So I would always say, hey, what did you choose today? What did you get today? So I think that was helpful to him. The only thing is, I got to get him doing the exercise like I am. So hopefully we'll
He will. He will.
This was a great start to just see him change his habits of eating, drinking water, drinking the Ningxia. So great start. I'm so proud of him, and I'm floored. Like when he texted me this morning, I don't even want to tell you what he texted me. It was not, but he texted me, and I was like, oh my God, what's happening? And I called him, and he was like, you would not believe how much I lost. And I was like, well, tell me. And then he told me, and I was like doing the happy dance in the office, and they were like, what are you doing? And I said, I'm just so stinking proud of him.
Oh my gosh. He is so sweet. So he texted me also. I don't know if you know that.
No, I didn't know that.
And I pretended like I didn't know anything.
Because I had to call Diane and tell her.
Great job. But this is what was surprising. So at supper time, Chris said that Justin called Chris to tell him. Isn't that awesome?
That is awesome.
Wow, he's fired up, Leanne.
Well, heck, I hope this is going to be like a flip and a change in the direction. He made dinner tonight for us. And so he made like a keto-friendly chicken Diablo kind of thing. So it was chicken that had jalapenos and cream cheese in the middle.
Yeah. We've had that before. Yeah.
So he made that tonight for dinner. And he roasted Brussels sprouts for our side. So I was very proud of him as well, because he picked a good meal to have that was very nutritious and in line with what we've been trying to do. So I'm very excited, because I just feel this is like a new start, new beginning, because he has joint pains. He has knee pain. His feet hurt an awful lot. And so 15 pounds I think that's going to motivate him to keep up with whatever it is he's doing. So I'm excited. On my part, I'm excited too, because I lost 4 pounds in the 10 days. So I was very excited about that too.
Good job.
Yeah. So last week I focused on food, like I said. This week I'm not only focused on the food, but I'm going to focus on getting my walks in. So this is walk number 3 for the week.
You're going to melt off. I'm telling you. Like, you need to take, all of y'all need to take a before picture if y'all haven't yet, okay? Or get a picture from your phone or whatever that you have now, because you are gonna look different. I promise.
Well, and I tell in Justin, like I could tell it last night in him, just when he was standing up outside when we were talking with some friends who dropped off the kids from baseball. And I was like, dang, he has lost weight. I don't know how much, but he has lost some weight. I could see it. And then it was funny, the friends know that, hey, Abby, the friends know that we're doing this 10-step reset. And so, like, I didn't say anything about it last night, and they commented on both of us that they could tell we had both lost weight.
Yeah.
They said for me, they could see it in my face. And of course, for Justin, it was more like in his gut area. So, yeah. Anyway, that's good.
Awesome. So there was a health fair that I was at, I think it was last year. And the lady that was next to me, she had like a plastic thing of fat. It wasn't real fat, but she was trying to show people like how much 1 pound is. And even when we say we've lost 1 pound, that's a big deal, guys. That's a big
deal. With Diane. With who? Diane.
There's Yoli.
There's Yoli.
So what I was saying is it's a big deal, even to lose 1 pound. Like it, I don't know, I don't have anything right in front of me to show y'all. But it was like this much fat.
Yes.
Like that's what it looks like.
If you think about a box of butter.
Yes.
The 1 pound box of butter. And you think, wow, that's a lot that's gone.
Thank you. Yes. Yes. So yeah, we've got to celebrate all these pounds that we're losing. We're just doing amazing. So Chris lost 7 pounds. Is that what I posted earlier? I don't remember. I think that's what he lost. Yeah. And that's also splurging this past weekend too, guys. He had, you know, like I said, some alcoholic beverages, some corn tortillas at a restaurant, a few chips. I mean, he didn't go overboard, but I mean, there were more carbs, and he still lost 7 pounds. So I think for him, it's been drinking the Ningxia, and most of the time he tries to drink, like he's doing 2 packets right now, so the 4 ounces. Most days in the morning, he'll get up at 6 or whatever time. It's early. I'll get up with them. He'll still have his coffee, but even before he has his coffee, he drinks both packs of Ningxia. Like, he just downs them. And I was like, you can take one to work, you know, and have it later in case you have a craving or whatever. And he's like, no, it's just easier for me to have it now. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter. But anyway, so that's what he does. He takes his coffee. He normally doesn't eat anything for breakfast. Then he'll eat lunch, and he's been taking his lunch. That's also been a big deal because normally he'll go out. And normally when we go out to eat at restaurants, like, the portion sizes are big. And so, of course, you know, he'll eat the whole thing like all of us do. And so anyway, so when he takes his lunch, he takes a lot smaller portions. And he has some walnuts at work to snack on if he wants to. I sent him with some turkey pepperonis, and what else did I send him with? Oh, some dark chocolate in case he gets a sweet tooth. And he has Ningxia nitros at work too. And then in the evening is, you know, when we have supper, and then we go jogging or walking or whatever outside. And so that's his routine. That's my routine too, basically. And I lost 5 pounds, which is awesome because my clothes are now not as snug as they were before, thank goodness. So anyway, so yeah, I couldn't be prouder of y'all. Leanne, you were just doing good over there. You keep going.
I think the hardest thing for me was getting used to the intermittent fasting at first. For me, I am a breakfast eater. And so oftentimes my fast didn't end until noon. And not having that in the morning was tough. Not that I ate badly in the morning or anything. I usually ate, you know, like some kind of fruit or a protein drink or something like that. But not having that in the morning at first was difficult. And so I was happy that the Ningxia helped me along because I would just drink an extra pack if I had a craving or, you know, needed something sweet, or I felt that hunger pain coming on. I would drink a Ningxia and then I would drink some more water. And so that kind of got me through. And then this week, going back to work really put me to the test because there were 2 days in a row that I had morning meetings at central office that went past, well past my intermittent fast time. And so before I knew it, it was like almost 18 or 19 hours and I hadn't eaten yet. So though that day was a little tougher because then I was like, oh my gosh, give me food.
Yeah.
I couldn't get the food quick enough. But, you know, this week I've been doing way better. I've met my 16-hour goal almost every day this week. Last week, I think I only met it like 4 times. And this week I've done it every single day. So.
Wow. Great job. And Cheryl, you're also doing intermittent fasting too, or
Yes.
not? I couldn't remember.
No, I am. And it's funny that she said that because, you know, Leanne, I'm just like, I forgot your name. Leanne said that because last week it was really simple and it was like, it would be noon. I would be up to my 16 hours. I'm like, oh, it's time for lunch. This week I'm being reminded just internally, it's close to lunchtime. And so I've been doing like 15 and a half because sometimes I was just like, you know, I'm starting to not feel right. Yes. So I would just have lunch 30 minutes early or whatever. But Yeah, it's funny how last week it was like I didn't even pay attention to it, and this week it's like, yeah, it's time for lunch. I can tell. You know, usually about 11:30, I'm starting to get like, you know, something needs to go inside, and then I'll just kind of keep drinking water and get to that 12 o'clock hour, and then where I'll start making my lunch, because I have my lunch in a refrigerator at the office, and so I'll go start putting it together and start having my lunch at noon. So, but the Ningxia definitely helps me my mornings, because I don't do anything in the morning. I do my 2 packs of Ningxia with my water in the morning. I make my little cocktail and I take it with me. And then after that, it's just water, you know, for the rest of the day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm just, okay. I know that I've said I'm so proud of y'all, and I really am, and I really don't have another word. I actually need to like look at some other words for proud, because I have tears in my eyes right now, because y'all are killing it,
Yes.
okay? I just want y'all to realize that. So moving forward, keep sharing away. I want the August 10th one to be even more people that
I
were
still want my sister to do this. I want my sister to do this with me.
She
That's what I
would-
want.
She would do awesome at it.
Yes, she would. She would do great. She likes
Yep.
Ningxia. So.
Yep. So I sent everyone an email with that one YouTube video from day 8, because that testimonies I thought were just amazing. I mean, I think this one's amazing too. I think all of them are amazing. But the day 8 is the one that I recorded. And so she got that, or she should have gotten that, Leanne. So maybe, you know, maybe hearing it from others will help. But yeah, it's a game changer for sure. And okay, let me tell y'all super quick on a side note. Corbin is so funny. He's our 10-year-old, almost 11. And, you know, he'll see me, you know, whatever, grabbing something healthy from the fridge or fruit or whatever. And he's like, he grabs me by the shoulders and he's like, Mom, you don't have to be that healthy. because they don't like me taking away their sugar. I've already limited them to 1 a day. Like, that's plenty, you know, thinkers. If it was for them, they'd get sugar like after every meal. And I'm like, oh. So anyway, so he's like, Mom, you don't have to be that healthy. And I'm like, I'm not that healthy. And coming from a 10-year-old was just super cute. He just wants things to go back the way it was before, is what he wants. You know?
Because sugar is wonderful. Well, at least it tastes wonderful. You know, it tastes really, really good.
And I've tried telling them how addicting it is, and telling them about the mice, and telling them all this, and they just stare at me with blank looks on their faces like, I don't care, you know?
Our bodies love it so much it wants to keep it.
Yes, it does. It's so addicting. Oh my goodness. And my mom, who's a retired RN, she had told me that years ago, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. You know, like I guess wasn't in a place to hear it.
Right.
So
yeah.
And you know, it's okay in moderation, you know, like birthday celebrations, but of course as a society we have it all wrong. You know, we want it all the time. You know, so like those special occasions, certain events, that's when you should have it, and you should be able to enjoy it without feeling guilty.
yes, of course. Yes, definitely.
And Diane, I was going to ask you, so you said you limit your kids to 1 sugar a day. What about meals? Like, do you have different meals for them?
So like tonight I made it was like a paleo orange chicken in the not crock pot, in the Instapot. And so for Chris and I, we did cauliflower, and I didn't have any, like, I guess I could have blended it up, but I didn't have time to do that. So I just threw it in the oven and just roasted it with some seasonings on it. So that's what we ate. They had rice, because I had white rice in the pantry. But just because I haven't bought rice in forever, like I've had that in there. Like, I don't know. I actually don't know what we're going to do. They're getting better, much better about eating stuff that I fix. And so I think okay, let me take that back. But they love pasta. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. My kids love it.
So, I mean, I don't know. They still do eat pasta. But for the most part, they're good about eating our stuff. Like tonight, the kids are like, "Wow, Mom, that orange chicken is yummy," and I'm like, "Good, you're eating it. Like that's what's for dinner." Sometimes I'm sympathetic, but most of the times I'm not. They just have to live with whatever I fix. Because I don't think anybody has time for that. Not us busy moms. We don't have time to cater to all these kiddos.
You can eat what I fix, or you can go eat a bowl of cereal or something. I'm like, I'm not making something else.
No, definitely not.
I don't got time for that.
No. Nope.
And really, the more that you introduce those things to the kiddos, at a young age, like, my youngest is 17, so he has a well-defined palate already. So he's like open to anything and everything. But the younger ones, I mean, just introducing that. I mean, when our kids were small, we would always have a salad for them. Even when we went to restaurants, and this is so, like, they always would say, "Are we going to order salads? Are we going to order salads?" It just became part of what they did. I mean, we absolutely ate the pasta and the rice and, all that other fun stuff. But it's, if you introduce those things to them early, they don't know the difference, that this is the way it's supposed to be. And this is the stuff you're supposed to eat. It's, yeah. So, and I know the little picky eaters sometimes, I mean, I never experienced that. I guess I was very lucky in that department. None of my kids were ever picky eaters. It's like whatever we made is what they ate, and so, yeah, that can definitely be a challenge with the young ones. But it's great that they're, trying that stuff and at least trying it and seeing that it really does taste good.
Yeah, my kids have tried everything that we've made this past, week. And last, they did pretty good with everything. Jacob didn't like the sweet potatoes in the dish that I made last night, but he ate everything else, so, and he's a salad eater, and both of us love tomatoes. I don't know, that has lectins in it or whatever that thing was.
That's okay.
But hey, I learned.
Yes, we eat tomatoes almost every day.
Yeah.
Part of our meal.
Anyway, but yeah, I was the same way. Like when the boys grew up, we just, whatever we ate, the way we seasoned it, they just got used to that stuff. So they have a pretty good palate as well. But I will say, little William has a sweet tooth. So
Oh, yes.
I got to watch what I buy, and I try not to buy all the sweets. In fact, this last 2 weeks, I've tried to, if we emptied out something that they would normally love to eat that are like sweets, sticky, sweetie stuff, I am not putting it on the grocery list to buy it. So we'll see how long that flies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And earlier today, we ran out of like just the regular ice cream, but we had some of the Halo tops that I had taken a picture of it before. They have all different. H-E-B has them. They also have one that's called Rebel, which is good. That's more keto because it has more fat in it. But the Halo top one is more paleo. So anyway, I mean, both are fine. But, and I get them for Chris. And, the kids are like, oh, can we get into Daddy's stash? And I'm like, sure, like, have at it, And they like them. Corbin likes the strawberry one. Connor likes there's a caramel something one. And so I'm like, sure, you can have it. So, yeah, so I think they're coming around for sure.
Yes.
What I think, Diane, it's, and of course, the society as a whole, and I know if you look at everybody, I mean, of course, our problems, number one problems are like the obesity and all the health issues, but it's no wonder because everything that's unhealthy for you is cheap. And the healthy stuff is more expensive.
No, I totally agree.
Yeah.
I mean, you you know, just try to make those adjustments and changes and kind of outweigh the benefits in the end, you know?
Yes. So guys, we have less than a minute, so I'm going to hang up on y'all before it hangs up on me. And I don't have a spinny wheel tonight because I deleted it. But Cheryl, I'm giving a gift to you because you've been on here almost every night. Mike got one, Leanne got one. They've
Yeah.
all shared in the wealth. So